Y'all know what time it is. Black Bandana. Two black MMA journalists. Yeah, it's time for Black Market Picks. Cash Game Edition 4. UFC 247 Jones versus Reyes. We're here to give you our top cash game plays on the night. This will be a simpler format than the GPP version. But, yeah, these are all our cash game recommendations here. I'm going to start off with John Bones Jones, man. He is shoot, I don't see how he doesn't meet value here. I think he wins. I think he wins big, and I think he's gonna meet value no problem. Not necessarily in a sense of winning a GPP, but I think he's good for 90 plus points, and that's what we're looking for in cash games here. Uh, my second favorite cash game play of the night is, of course, Valentina Shevchenko. I don't see how she doesn't win. She's just so expensive that I'm not quite as high on her. But I love Valentina Shevchenko in cash games. She's super safe. Um, in that $9,000 range, that's about and Morono, $9,100. Love Alex Morono. Love Alex Morono. I don't see how he doesn't win. That's another guaranteed set of points. It doesn't have quite as safe of a floor as Shevchenko or Jones because he's only gonna be fighting 3 rounds. But I think it's a similar situation. And how does he lose? So I love Morona at $9,100. Travas Clark, what's your top cash game uh, plays looking like in this on this slate?
Um, I definitely love you. You definitely have to love Valentina Shevchenko. Like we said, when you're looking at cash games, you're looking for safety. Honestly, cash games most of the times is like 50-50s. You got your head to heads, but you got your 50-50s, and you want to just beat 50% of the field. Now, when you beat 50% of the field, most of the times the lineups are chalky as hell anyway. So you can't go wrong with choosing Valentina Shevchenko or John Jones. That said, if you put both of them in the lineup, more than likely you're selling the rest of your lineup short. But just some of my favorite cash game plays, like I said, Shevchenko, John Jones. I'm going to go with Andrea Lee. I think Andrea Lee could be a good cash game play. Alex Morono, even though we like him as a GPP play, some GPP plays have just as much cash game upside as the GPP upside. I think Morono is safe. I think Andre Ewell is safe. Um, as far as an underdog to get you some of those high price fighters, I think Tafa is safe. If you want to even do more, I think honestly you can stack this fight with Shevchenko and Caitlin Chukagian. If you believe that fight's going to go to decision, like I believe that fight's going to go to decision in 5 rounds, Caitlin Chukagian has to land some damn strikes on Valentina Shevchenko. So you stack that fight, you get 9,500 plus the 6,700. You get
So
a
hold on,
winner easily.
let's go to your top players again. So Shevchenko.
You got Shevchenko, John Jones,
Hold on one second.
Andrea. I'm sorry,
So John Jones, Shevchenko. Okay.
KGB Lee.
You like her
I
in
like
cash over
I like
Morono?
her. I like her in cash. Now, if you're saying over Morono, no, but I
Okay.
do think KGB Lee is a safe pick.
Safer than Morono.
Safe, not safer than I would say safer than Morono. Honestly, yes, safer than Morono. Morono has the higher ceiling, but KGB is safer than Morono. And I'm
Okay.
saying in terms of salary relief, if y'all believe like I believe that Tafa's gonna beat Juan Adams, who sucks, you choose Tafa. But in this case, if we're being safe and we just want points to get over that 50-50 limit. I like Caitlin Chukagian as the lowest price fighter on the card. I see this strategy is used plenty of times, especially in 5 round fights when you stack fighters.
Mm.
Caitlin Chukagian in 5 rounds, she has that, like I said, she has that herky jerky move around the ring, point style, Kimpo karate type of point fighting style You put her in there in 5 rounds, she has to do something. Whether it's like 60 significant strikes or something like that, that's still 30 points. That is pretty much guaranteed. While you still have enough salary relief to, let's say, put, okay, I got Valentina Shevchenko. Let me get a John Jones or somebody else. Um, is and I know you have to make these with 6 fighters. Like I said, I like Andre Ewell. I think Andre Ewell is pretty safe as a just as a cash game fighter. Don't I wouldn't use him in tournaments, but I think cash games he should win this fight against Martinez. Honestly, like I said, I'm not impressed with Martinez, but I don't think Ewell has any type of GPP upside.
So
But
hold
those are
on
my
now. All right. Our consensus cash plays are
yes.
Shevchenko,
Uh huh.
Jones,
Yep. You can say Morono is consensus if we since we both like him, but like I said, KG.
Tafa.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I got Shevchenko here. So Shevchenko, Jones, Tafa, Merono, and then we got $73 to $100 left per fighter. But those are consensus guys. And then, of course, if Batista opens as a favorite or he keeps climbing, he would probably be a cash game lock. Just because you don't wanna lose out on that one. And then you'd have like a good bit left. If you just if you were to use all those fighters, you'd have $7,000 left for Murphy, Reyes, and Chukagian. And I like Reyes the best out of all those, but I think all those are great plays. I think Reyes and Chukagian have it. Well, Reyes and Murphy, I'd give the edge. Chukagian, I don't like to win, but
If Reyes, yeah, if that fight goes to decision too, Reyes might look like a great cash game play as well.
oh
You know,
yeah,
five rounds. You know, Reyes, he's a striker. You know, he pours it on sometimes. Now, like I said, I don't think John Jones will let that happen, of course. But if it's 5 rounds, he has to score. But I think the for sure bet between the two championship fights, Caitlin Chukagian to go 5 rounds seems like a pretty good bet.
yeah, yeah. All right. So we like Shevchenko, Jones. Those are good. Tafa, Morono's a great cash game play. Bautista will be a cash game play if he climbs. You just have to just plug him in. Just plug him in because you don't want to miss on that one.
And like you said, remember cash games. They're different than GPP. You're not looking to take it down. You're not looking to go for first. You're just looking to cash, and you're looking to beat your opponents. If it's a 50-50, you're looking to have 50% of the field. If it's a one-on-one, of course, you're just looking to have more points than them. Doesn't matter how you get the points, just have more points than your opponent. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
you always gotta play it a little differently, of course.
I think that, yeah, I think that the cash game lineups might be extraordinarily chalky. I don't know if you want to differentiate in any places, but
Nah,
I
it's
love Tafa and Batista. I don't see how you get away from those two. Depending on how high Batista climbs, we don't want to try and be different in the cash game.
no.
Um,
Chalk is king in cash games. Chalk is the king.
I don't like any of these mid-range people necessarily for cash. I don't like Juan Adams. Don't like Miles Johns. Trevor Giles in cash, not so much. Andre Ewell in cash. Beg to know. Journey Newsom would be an excellent cash game player, in my estimation. That's the only mid-range guy I'm considering.
Well, based off our consensus plays, you had what 7,900 left. You couldn't really get to, or maybe no, you couldn't really get to Newsom in that lineup, right?
Well, I mean, you don't have. That's not necessarily a lineup. That's just who we liked, and
Yeah,
there
just
was
who
so
we
much
like.
money left. It wasn't $79. It was $7,000 left.
Oh,
But I
wow.
just like Journey Newsom overall.
Yeah, definitely. You like Newsom, I like Ewell. I figure safety net.
Yeah, yeah, safe place, safe place. So, but seeing as though Newsom is so expensive, I'd rather have like Reyes or somebody because I don't think Newsom necessarily finishes, but uh, for cash games, I think you want to try and get Jones in. You definitely want to try and get Shevchenko in. Those are guaranteed points. Um, I love depending on Batista's odd value, he becomes a lock play just because we don't want to miss out on those points if he wins. And I love Justin Taffa. I think that his his salary is a big mistake. Juan Adams is big. I don't see why he's such a huge favorite. So
Me neither.
I love those fighters here. And I mean, in cash games, it's not about balance. It's not about having 6 wins. We just want to get as many definite wins and definite points as we can. And I love Alex Morono. That's definite points for me. Um,
Who are your parlay pieces? Because you can look at a cash game play like that as well. If you parlay somebody, you pretty much are saying, okay, I'm confident as hell these people are gonna win. So
Probably
that's
pieces would
who
be
you would put in
Jones,
your.
Shevchenko, Morono, and I say Tafa.
Mm.
Or maybe, you know what? No. You could take Tafa out. I like Newsom to win better than Tafa. I think Newsom is a more lockable guy.
And you put Newsom in a parlay with the other three that you just mentioned.
Sure, why not?
Mm. Interesting.
Newsom. And, or Bautista. Depends on, well, not Bautista. I don't know if he wins, but I like Tafa and Newsom as the best two possible parlay pieces. I like both those guys.
Mm. Yeah, seemed like a pretty good bet with the picks we just made. Honestly.
Yeah, cash games are way different. We just want to get as much guaranteed points with some upside in there as
Yeah, yeah,
possible.
yeah, yeah. Chalk don't matter. Chalk does
No, no,
not
no.
matter.
But if Batista climbs to a certain point, he becomes a differentiate yourself in other places. Cash game play, like don't try and be different, so different. You know,
Worst way to fail. Worst way to fail.
well, we're gonna have our cash game expert rankings and everything in this premium section as well. Don't worry. Hope you guys enjoyed this little podcast. Not long, just a little helper. But we got some. We're gonna have some cash game content coming to help with your cash game lineup building. Um, yeah, watch those Batista odds. If they keep climbing, plug them in. Like, don't get different from the field on that. Just use the odds value there. But that's gonna do it for this edition of Black Market Picks. I think we've done good in trying to identify the top. My top three is Shevchenko, Jones, and Morono. I love those guys. And then, of course, if Bautista keeps climbing and becomes a favorite, him. And I love Tafa too. But Journey Newsom as well. I like all those guys in cash. It's up to you how you want to differentiate and whatnot. But yeah, that'll do it for this edition of Black Market Picks. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out.